where do you get the information? Where do you find this? You dig deep into Akashic Records. What does that actually mean?
The Akashic Records are, I liken it to basically God, Goddess, the universe's supercomputer. It's a spiritual Google, if you will. Every human, not just human, any incarnated being that has come to this universe as a whole has a soul record. Um, like Christianity would call this the book of life, where everything you do is recorded in there. It's not used for judgment, it's used for learning purposes. That's the main thing we're doing as individ individualized pieces of divinity. We're going through a growth process, an evolutionary process, just like the universe evolves and expands, so do we. We're all one, but we're unique, separate beings also at the same time. So we're evolving and growing through experience. It's all about experiential knowledge. So your soul's record in the Akashic records keeps your breadth of experience through your many incarnations, whether it's an Earth or a different planet in the solar system. We tap into this soul record and then we record the information that we receive. I do have a big body of questions that I already know I'm going to ask. Like, where's your soul group of origination? Where did you first come from in the universe? So I have questions like this, and then after I start to get information, I explore further into what this means for you, and I record this, and then at the end, turn it into a 35 to 50 page emailed report or reading that we send off for you to check out, and then we do a 90-minute kind of clarity call or pump up call and get to meet and actually meet the human behind the soul that I've read for, because I usually don't know the person first. It usually comes afterwards, which is really kind of so vastly different than living here on Earth when we get to know each other and then we get to know things about each other. Like I get to know a lot about your soul and then I get to meet you. And for me, I kind of get to close the circle, if you will, and put it together.
That sounds really cool. I love it. Thank you for sharing that. And
Absolutely.
and when you say you tap into this Akashic record, what does that look like? Do you sit and meditate, or what does that look like?
Uh, I'm definitely getting into a meditative state. I am, it's about intention, like so much of everything is. But for me, it's relaxing, clearing my energy, setting a sacred container, bringing my authenticity and my integrity here, and then working to tap into your soul's record. And with the intention part, I use the prayer method. So I have a specific sequence of words that I say that helps with my intention to unlock the realm of the Akashic records. Uh, it, this is something anyone can learn to do, and with practice, you can tap in and really get that deep connection. And then when I'm there in this metaphysical realm of the Akashic records, I use simple things like a birth name and date and where you're from to locate your soul's record. And then we always get a picture with the eyes. If you've ever heard the eyes are the windows to the soul, it very much works that way. So the last thing I'll do is look at the picture you sent me, connect with that energy of your eyes, and then dive right in and make sure that I've located your record. And then I just start to see what information is there. Like I mentioned, there are certain sets of questions that I'll go through and then dive deeper. And some things are open-ended when we get to the past life section. I can't ask specific questions about your past life. It's more about kind of channeling the information at that point, or at the end, we always get a message from your guide team or, um, you know, uh, a specific, maybe higher divine being that's already in your energy field wants to share something with you. So there is a bit of having questions set forth and then open channeling the information. So I'm using my intuitive gifts heavily while I'm there, but it's very much just getting into a meditative state, setting up that authentic and integrity, like sacred container to tap into, because it's a sacred experience for me